Dímelo, Bo, Dominican York. What's going on, mi gente? What is going on? It's almost been a week since I've been on with you guys. Probably longer since I've been on screen, but, I made a video about 6 days ago where I'm just filming the bottles instead of just being in front of the camera. And I do that quickly sometimes when I got people in the house and I don't want to spray in the office, whatever. Hope you guys are having a blessed Saturday. Today, I actually put on something that I haven't worn in a while. Ceruti's Tobacco Vanille, Pandora Scents. And this is a Fragrance World bottle, if I'm not mistaken. Really nice atomizer. Quality juice. So it made me immediately think of course, Tobacco Vanille. One of the goated frags in my collection that I've been wanting, and when I finally got it, I've been kind of hoarding it and not wearing it as often as I should. I know that happens with other things that we buy where we, special occasion, but it really shouldn't be. Now, I've sprayed Tobacco Vanille on my left forearm and Tobacco Vanille from Ceruto on my right forearm. Now, Tobacco Vanille, at least in the mid-dry, seems slightly softer and earthier. I still have a lot of the top notes, the spiciness, and a more vibrancy from Ceruto. Not that Tobacco Vanille from Tom Ford isn't spicy and vibrant itself, but there's a earthier facet that I'm not getting from Ceruto. But they are like 95% close. If you have Ceruto Tobacco Vanille, you may not need to purchase Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. Unless you're like me and you like to have the OG. I had Ceruto first, but I knew that I wanted Tobacco Vanille. Ceruto is really good, guys. And I know that you'll hear that when you search and research videos, if you're watching other videos from other content creators. She's really good. And again, to me, to my nose, to my sensibility, I've only had the dry down on for 15 minutes. Ceruto still seems a little more vibrant. Like the top spicy notes are still punching. Now, the atomizer from Tom Ford is not as, decent amount of juice though. One of my better Tom Ford atomizers. But it's not as, to me, it doesn't put out quite as much juice as Ceruto. Yeah, and that's a little more aggressive. It can make it off curtain. I didn't go all the way back there to test that. But you also get, if I'm not mistaken, 100 mils. But you get more juice. You definitely get more juice with the Paris Corner Paris Corner is from French Avenue. So you get more juice with Ceruto, and you can find Ceruto for less than $30. I'm sure you can find it definitely less than 40. But if I'm not mistaken, I paid in that $25 range. And you get something that's, again, to my nose, about 95% there. I mean, there's more similarities than differences. Now, I'm not talking about longevity. I don't know. I haven't compared the two in longevity. I'm planning to go do the yard work right now. And I was planning to let the dry down happen while I did my yard work and then come back to you guys and say how the dry downs are going, the far dry downs. But I would have been sweaty out there and I would have wanted to shower before I got on camera. But man, they are again, Charuto seems still like that top spiciness is more effective off the top. In the mid dry down, in the early dry down. Tobacco Vanille seems slightly softer. It's not as spicy as it was when I first sprayed it on, but honestly, that could change. It could get spicier later on. I don't remember. But really good. Tobacco Vanille is goated, guys. A lot of people will tell you it's not worth it. I do think it's worth it. You just got to shop. Don't pull the trigger right away. Wait for the right deal. Wait for the coupons. Wait for the discounts. You can find it for under 200 bucks in that 50 mil. And if you're going for the 100 mil, hopefully you find it less than 300 bucks. Don't know exactly what the prices are on the 100 mil since my wife first got me the 50 mil bottle, and I find these really adorable. I made my collection of the 50 mils. I don't have anything in the 100 mil yet. I've thought about getting oud wood in the 100 mil eventually because you can find those at a really good price. But again, I've got the 50 mil of oud wood and the rest of the Tom Ford private label. Is that what we're calling it? I don't remember exactly the name, but wow, as I'm moving my arm, I'm getting wafts of Charuto and Tobacco Vanille, and it's a DNA that I thoroughly enjoy. Now, admittedly, it's probably not your best high heat scent profile. When you watch videos, they're going to tell you that it's a cool evening, a winter, lean in and smell me kind of fragrance. It's not really a screamer. Now, it depends how much you spray too. Tobacco Vanille is goated, and a lot of people compare, other frags that I have to Tobacco Vanille. Tobacco Vanille seems to be that benchmark for the tobaccoed vanilla. I do want to try that. Is it Centaurus from Creed? I heard that can kind of smell like Tobacco Vanille. I do have Vanille Havane, which a lot of people say reminds them of Tobacco Vanille. And I might have other things in there that honestly lean in the same direction. But man, this is good. Oh, that's good. You cannot go wrong, guys. Listen, I'm okay admitting that this gets you 95% there. Some people might say less, some people might say more. And you could do that for less than 40 bucks for sure. I did it for less than 30 bucks. So really, if you've got Charuto, do you need Tobacco Vanille? No. Did I want Tobacco Vanille? Yes, because I am an OG bandit. Just am, guys. Just am. But you guys got to do what's good for you. It's a personal scent journey, no matter how you talk about it. I've put comments in places, and the other day somebody said, it's all about what somebody feels and what somebody smells to their nose and to themselves. So we watch videos to get guidance, but don't take their words blindly. Just like we've been telling you guys not to blind buy, but we do it anyway. We're going to watch people's videos and just take their words for granted or take their words to heart and go by what they say. And a lot of times we don't smell the OGs and then just start commenting like, this is 95%. You know what I mean? You got to put your nose on it. And until I put my nose on it, and honestly, I've had both bottles for well over a year, and it was only now that I really compared the two, and I see that French Avenue killed it with Charuto Tobacco Vanille from Pandora Scents. French Avenue is really good at creating or recreating scent profiles. Anyway, hope you guys have a blessed day. Enjoy your weekend. Que Dios me lo bendiga. Love you guys.